た誰？あれ？ムカつく。何をするんだ！おお。
できるだけ楽に人生を送りたいと人生舐めてるダメなやつがいい。借金があれば申し分ないな。そして働きもせずに酒ばかり飲んで、俺がダメなのは世間が悪いと文句を言い、空の瓶を私に投げてこういうのだ。おいダクネス、さあ全力でかかってくれがいい。あげてしまう。
気を失うまで体力を吸わせてもらう。目が覚めた時どんなすごい目に遭うのか楽しみにしておくんだな。
たとえどんな恥ずかしめを受けて。
Yo peeps, it's Tripl-L, so let's talk Konosuba episode 4 of the second season. So, I still have no idea how to structure these videos because Konosuba is a monster on its own. But hey, we started off with those nice little clips and sequence from the episode. You know, truthfully, that's probably a copyright strike waiting to happen, but till the day that actually happens, we'll just keep going with it. Anyway, not the point. This episode was actually pretty fun. It was a pretty fun episode. I sat down and I went into this episode thinking, okay, how is Konosuba going to impress me today? How much am I going to giggle? It's probably going to be a darkness episode because we had the Megumin-centered episode 2 episodes ago, and then we had the Aqua-centered episode 1 episode ago, of which I have now put up a review for. It's coming out with this video. It's right behind this video in the channel lineup and whatever. So, you know, given the recent trends, it was pretty simple to make the prediction this was going to be a darkness-centered episode, and I like it when the prediction works out, and it is a darkness-centered episode. Now, for this particular episode, though, there were a lot of great one-liners. There were a lot of great little jokes. There were a lot of great character interactions. But for this episode, I guess the main driving force, comedic-wise, or the overarching joke, is Kazuma's evil versus Darkness's just perversion. And so that was the big dynamic in the episode. Because of that, all the other characters kind of took a step back compared to the two characters at the front. And man, let me tell you, those two characters, Kazuma and Darkness, or La Latina, they have both. They were just great. They worked very well together. Very quickly, art-wise, at the beginning, because I have this written down, you know, it's really difficult to not notice what's going on with Darkness's chest at the very beginning. It's just jumping all over the place. Man, it's actually kind of unfortunate to watch in some scenes, but at the same time, it's just like, how is that possible? How is her clothes staying on? Man, what a mystery, but not the point, not the point. Now, in terms of the moments that I really enjoyed in the episode, aside from the two big things, or the two overarching, I guess, gimmicks of Kazuma being Kazuma and Darkness enjoying everything. Stand-up moments were like the Kazuma's line of saying that Megumin is weirdly smart and his maneuvers to get her out of his hair. People calling Kazuma Crapzuma or Crapuma or Kazu Trash. The moment when Darkness reveals that she has Kazuma's child. Darkness's characterization of herself, who she really ends up loving, what kind of man is perfect for her, and the whole like the orchestra that plays when she is describing who is the right person for her. It's hilarious. Other little moments like Aqua's trick with the fish and Kazuma thinking it is the most cool thing ever. The actual fight with Kazuma and Darkness where Kazuma uses water and then freeze. Overall, you know, it's a very fun time. It's a very fun time. But I guess when it comes to like what we should really talk about, it would really come into Darkness's characterization and her hate of nobles. So as we're going in this episode, Darkness is just describing she doesn't like the prince or the noble that came to her because he's too nice. Like she wants to feel as uncomfortable as she feels around Kazuma. And the whole time that she is just going off about what she dislikes about this guy. Which, you know, in terms of normal people would find this man very, very accepting. And man, look, the guy was so cool. Even when Kazuma's doing really creepy things, the guy's just like, wow, this is incredible. But anyway, back with the whole Darkness thing, as Darkness is describing who's the ideal guy for her, it just really sounds like she's describing Kazuma. Like there's a few things that don't mesh with Kazuma, but overall, he's probably the closest thing to it. So as for me, I really enjoy that, especially when at the end she decides to just go with it and say that Kazuma has put a child in her, and Aqua's reaction to that is also priceless. But overall, Darkness committing to what she likes, and she is just so vocal about it. I think that's one of the best things. And her pants of desperation, man. Wow, she's a real big pervert. Like, yeah, you know, I don't think pervert's the right word to use for Darkness, but after seeing Kazuma use it so much, it's like, yeah, probably, he's probably right. And his general strategy at the end with using the drain, I think it's drain touch, right? Drain touch, and then following it up by telling her and playing that psychological warfare that, yeah, I'm gonna make you regret it. Overall, seeing the two of those characters come together, Kazuma giving her pain and her trying to go through with it and do things her way, is just overall very enjoyable. I really can't repeat how much I very much enjoy the whole Darkness shtick and her gimmick, along with Kazuma in his general I guess disposition. It was also really funny when she points out, or he points out, that she shouldn't be talking about babies with a virgin like him. And it's like, you know, I feel he could get his way with Darkness if he really tried, but I think we have to keep it some level of anime sensibilities here. Now that's enough about Darkness. Let's just talk quickly about Kazuma. With Kazuma, you know, we know what we're getting. We've seen him. We know how he rolls, and it's great that Darkness can pull out those lines too, like saying that Kazuma believes in gender equality. He would not bat an eye at drop kicking a girl and then going to brag about it. And it's like, yeah, you know, I kind of like Kazuma's brand of shittiness. I like that he's like, yeah, gender equality. I will beat you up because I would beat up a guy. It's like, yeah, cool. And it's just funny how Darkness continues to make those comparisons to him. Like throughout the episode, Darkness is making the comparisons to Kazuma. Like, why can't you be like Kazuma? But when it comes to Kazuma, he got really creepy when it came to using the drain touch. Like, man, that whole little sequence is just like the funnest thing to watch. And then also how he would commit to helping Darkness's father. How he said, as a member of this household, I need to make sure you don't make a fool of yourself. Like, yeah, Kazuma like really knew what he was doing. And once Darkness realizes what's going on, it's a pretty interesting little dynamic. But ultimately, Kazuma ends up winning out. He wins Darkness. He's too good of a man. The Knight can't face him. Darkness needs someone like Kazuma. And overall, just how that whole thing works out. And also, La Latina's father, he's gonna have a grandchild. He seems so happy. Overall, you know, the reactions of the characters, the interactions between the two main characters of this particular episode, the little things that happen while people are talking. Like, this is one thing Konosuba does really well, is that when there is a big discussion going on, there's someone else who talks over the character of the shot, and those lines, you know, those lines are funny. Those lines are legitimately funny, and it's just, I think Konosuba was really on point with the one-liners this week, and so it's kind of unfortunate that you can't go through and call all of them out. Other little things from this episode, well, Kazuma has his tracksuit back, and also Megumin seems to have not been able to do a good job, and now next week we're probably getting the follow-up to the monsters that Kazuma sent Megumin after. Overall, though, this was a very enjoyable episode. I really enjoyed it. In terms of the things that really were the best parts for me, it had to be when Kazuma gets rid of Megumin, saying that she's weirdly smart, Kazuma having a fake child, Darkness's whole rant about who is the right man for her, Kazuma versus Darkness, him splashing her with water, and Kazuma's general creepiness when the drain touch started. Anyway, I think that's it for me. Let's leave it there. Till next time. You know, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the episode. And yeah, let's end it there. Okay, this time for realsies. See you next time, peeps. Have a great day.